What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 11-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by SuperDraft. It's looking like a big and fairly tough price slate, so let's get some of that power of positivity going and help us get this right. And right now, please hit that like button if you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus. Like the video and comment your top value pick according to Draftkings salaries down below. We do have a winner from Friday who we'll announce a bit later on, but right now, please like the video and comment your top value play down below. But as always, we've got no time to waste here on the Four Corners, especially when the Monday Night Football game takes up a lot of time to get done this morning. Let's kick it off with our first corner of the top owned plays and Hassan Whiteside in a matchup at Chicago, which are 113.5 implied points for Portland. Whiteside has 41% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 16% on FanDuel. Whiteside's Draftkings price is infinitely more appealing going against Chicago, who allows opponents rebounds on 46% of possessions, but he comes with some risk thanks to the hip issues which have sidelined him over the last two games. And a more universally popular play is Brad Wanamaker in a match versus Sacramento, in which there are 106 implied points for Boston. Wanamaker has 27% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 53% on FanDuel. Wanamaker has seen at least 27 minutes in his last three games, and he comes with a 24% assist rate on the year. So while he has risk playing off the bench, Wanamaker looks to be a solid value on FanDuel in particular, with Kemba Walker out on a slate in desperate need of value. And his teammate Jason Tatum looks like he'll also be fairly high owned versus Sacramento in that game in which there are 106 implied points for Boston. Tatum has 30% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 28% on FanDuel. Tatum is reasonably priced given games of 51 and 47.25 fantasy points before a 25-point dud at Denver, and he should see more success offensively given Sacramento's 109 defensive efficiency rating, with 48% shooting allowed. And now into our next corner of the top value play, starting with Malcolm Brogdon in a match versus Memphis, in which there are 113 implied points for Indiana. Brogdon returns to the lineup after missing a few games against a faster-paced and defensively poor Memphis team, with his 41% assist rate and Indiana's offense back at full strength, with Jeremy Lamb and Miles Turner back in the lineup too. And another mid-range value looks to be Taurean Prince in a matchup at Cleveland, in which there are 108.3 implied points for Brooklyn. Prince's price is down despite the matchup against Cleveland, who allows 48% shooting and a 110 defensive efficiency rating, with usage go around thanks to Kyrie Irving's ongoing absence. And Tony Bradley looks like a decent cheaper play versus Milwaukee in a game in which there's 108 implied points for Utah. Rudy Gobert is currently questionable, and Bradley could see extended run if he misses, with 22 minutes and 26.25 fantasy points starting for Rudy Gobert last time out. And because this slate is so big, let's talk about some of the other noteworthy items, including Kevin Love's questionable status in a game in which there are 109.3 implied points for Cleveland. Love's status would open up additional opportunity for Tristan Thompson, may be playable only if Love sits with his price up, as well as Larry Nance, who had 32 minutes and 33 fantasy points over the weekend with Kevin Love out. And his game stack looks pretty noteworthy with Minnesota versus Atlanta in a game in which there are 236 combined points. The game with the highest combined total on the slate may have less ownership than it should thanks to players priced up for their 29 seed success, but guys like Trae Young, Karl-Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and Jabari Parker could have big upside if the game is as competitive as it seems like it'll be on paper. And this game also appeals to me despite a much lower total. Oklahoma City at Golden State in a game in which there are 212.5 combined points. OKC plays at a low pace and isn't an NBA DFS favorite, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chris Paul, and Danilo Gallinari could have upside against the 113 defensive efficiency rating Golden State allows, while Draymond Green's questionable status on the other side could give opportunity to Alec Burks, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Omari Spellman if he's out again. And for our last corner, let's hit on some of the lower-owned dart throws, including Anthony Davis in a matchup at San Antonio, in which there are 114 implied points for the Lakers. Davis had over 61 fantasy points in 2 out of his last 3 games, which came against Oklahoma City, and the Spurs play with more pace and poor defense with a 111 defensive efficiency rating, and a lot of big games coming against them lately. And on the other side, DeMar DeRozan intrigues me in that game versus the Lakers, in which there are 109 implied points for the Spurs. DeRozan has over 38 fantasy points in his last 4 games with more steady usage, and he could be a driving force for the Spurs, keeping him competitive at home against a defensively sound Lakers squad. And another dart throw I'm willing to take a look at is Lowry Markkanen in a match versus Portland, in which there are 112.5 implied points for Chicago. Zach Lavine may be a more likely dart throw after he put up a 40% usage rate on 28 shot attempts following being benched by Jim Boylan, but Markkanen is much cheaper and also was called out. He could have a solid day against Portland's poor defense without much length to match up with him. So there you have it. That's what I'm seeing so far for today's 11-game NBA slate. So right now, please hit that like button. If you want to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, like the video and comment your top value play according to Draftkings salaries down below. On Friday, we had a handful of people who guessed the top value play correctly of DeAndre Bembry, but only one guy can win the prize, and it's going to be this guy right here, Duncan Jerkowitz. So Duncan, email me at chris@awesemo.com to collect your prize. For everybody else out there, don't you be a Jerkowitz. And right now, please like the video and comment your top value play down below. And the free months of Awesemo Plus come courtesy of our presenting sponsor, SuperDraft. So right now, head over to superdraft.io. Use that promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO. You can get $20 free on any deposit of $100 or more. You can also check out their new multiplier tournaments on there where you don't even have to know salaries. Just pick your guys and go. And there's a bunch of overlay in those tournaments as well. So that's free money for you. So go right now to superdraft.io and use that promo code AWESEMO for your $20 free. And more data will always help you out when building lineups. So use this promo code SWITCHANDHEDGE for half off your first month of Awesemo Plus. Go to awesemo.com/join and find a package that'll work for you. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. Mondays are the worst day of the week for me because I have to do both NFL and NBA content bright and early. So go show me some love by giving me a follow right now on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I'll be back on Live Before Lock later today with my pal, the Chubster, Josh Engelman. So tune in then. And of course, I'll be back with you guys tomorrow for another Four Corners. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, good luck.